Well, well, well. I can't believe this needs to be said, but I'm going to say it anyway. Because, today. You see, today up in New York City, they're protesting, baby. Yes, a bunch of pro-Palestinian protesters have swarmed Trump Tower, honey. Yes, and it's made Miss Laura Loomer, Face of a Thousand Cuts, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, the love child of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, very sour. Yes, you see, the love child of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair is so sour. Look at all these protesters there. My goodness, honey, they're everywhere. She says she knows the owner of the building, and he will definitely be pressing charges. Pressing charges against protesters. Fascism at its finest. And little Miss Face of a Thousand Cuts, honey. Yes, yes, yes. They seem to keep confusing Palestinians with Hamas. I think we're going to have to clear a few things up. Palestine is a country full of Palestinians. Hamas is a terrorist organization that invaded Palestine. You see the difference there? Maybe it's hard for you to understand the difference. After all, wasn't it your Lord and Savior, that bronze, fat calf, Daddy Dumpy Pants, who turned over a nation to terrorists? Yes, I do believe we fought for over 2 decades to try to rid the Afghanistan people of the Taliban. And then Daddy Dumpy Pants just handed over Afghanistan directly to the Taliban. A terrorist organization. And now they have control over that entire nation. Yes, it was Daddy Dumpy Pants who invited terrorists to Camp David. Signed a little deal with them. Gave them exactly what they wanted. And then when shit went all wrong, he tried to blame it on Biden. As he always does. Everything's always somebody else's fault. And I do believe that Daddy Dumpy Pants and you, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and you, Laura Loomer, and the rest of you little fascist fools that form a flock together are also domestic terrorists. After all, Daddy Dumpy Pants decided to release the J6s, who were, and still are, domestic terrorists. He's pro-Yahtzee, domestic terrorism. But he wants you to believe that Americans exercising their First Amendment right are somehow terrorists. Hell, he even said that it's considered domestic terrorism if you decide to do anything against Thelonious Muskrat, say anything, or even boycott buying his products. Hamas is not Palestine. That's like saying the ISIS that get into this country and commit terrorist acts makes all Americans ISIS. You remember the guy that did what he did on New Year's Eve in New Orleans? Yes, he was an American, supposedly acting on the behalf of ISIS. So by your logic, that everybody who is pro-Palestine is pro-Hamas, and Hamas and Palestine are the same thing, by your logic, we are all ISIS, right here in America. Dull pencils, sharpeners all around. But for some reason, they just can't be found.